أو أن تتحمل مسؤوليتها. And let me say this in English so you can understand what I'm saying.
I have translation.
No, I know you have translation, but I just want to make sure you get it right. There will come a day that we will see far more radical extremists and terrorists coming out of Europe because of lack of decision making, trying to be politically correct, or assuming that they know the Middle East and they know Islam and they know the others far better than we do. And I'm sorry, but that's pure ignorance.
Hello guys, you're welcome to today's video on my channel. My name is Prince Josh, and today what we'll be discussing on is a topic that is not frequently talked about in the mainstream media today, and it's so alarming why it's not being talked about in the mainstream media or downplayed out of political correctness, or everybody wants to be politically correct. That's the word. So everybody wants to be right. Nobody wants to talk down on anybody, or nobody wants to. And in the quest for this political correctness, what you realize is that people now talk against the facts. People now not say the truth anymore. Everybody is now quiet because they don't want to be disciplined. They don't want to be held, or they don't want to hold people accountable. So because they don't want to be seen as religious bigots or as people who perpetuate racial discrimination or whatever. So they downplay the truth and just pushing fake narratives out there, and it's alarming how the effect is becoming so consequential, especially in Europe today. It's really bad. And this is not me talking down on any religion. This is not me trying to talk down on any group of people. No, it's just me stating facts. It's a statement of fact of what's happening. It's just me reacting on what I see. It's a fact that's on an open space. And from the last video that I played, I think you equally heard it from the Minister of Foreign Affairs of the UAE, a Muslim cleric who equally gave an open advice to the Europeans about Islamist extremists, the extremists of Islam that will emanate from Europe due to how they downplay and these issues, and how they tend to be politically correct, how they don't take decisive actions against people who do wrong in the society. And today we see the resultant effect. We see how Europe has turned into a nation with no recognition again. We don't recognize Europe, particularly Britain. What's happening in Britain today is just alarming. You don't recognize Britain again. Just like some Britons will say that Britain, it's no longer Britain again. It's not the Great Britain it used to be. The greatness of Britain, I don't know where it went to. There's a time when what happened in Britain could not be spoken of. It could not be heard of. You don't hear the thing that we're seeing today happening in Britain. So just like some people will ask, where is the Britain? Where is the greatness of Britain? And you just don't see it there again. In the streets of Britain today, you see what's happening is almost painted upside down. Britain is turned upside down, and this is not me saying it. It's from Britons, from the British people who say these things, from people who died and bled for Britain. So that's it makes me question, why did Britain go through all of its history only to be subdued in such a way? The history of Britain is one of, where they would die to make sure it remains Britain. And today we don't see it anywhere. We don't see it today. Today's politicians over-politicize everything. They tend to be politically correct. They just want to be right. They don't want to displease a particular group of people so that they can be voted in again. It's just about votes. It's just about votes. You're killing your culture and just to get votes. I think it's selfishness. You're being too selfish to the detriment of your general public, to the detriment of an existing culture, a long existing culture, and it's too bad. It's nothing to write home about. So I don't know, at this point where things are right now, I don't really know how they intend to salvage the situation, because it's gotten out of hand. So here it's a Muslim cleric bragging about, how they've held on to Europe, and I think this is in Sweden or so. So he was bragging about how their population will, become more than half of the population of Sweden, or half in the nearest future. So before we continue, I'll just let some videos run down so you can, also have a hint of what we are talking about.
Stockholm is less than 1 million, right? And in Stockholm, if you have 10% Muslim, I was in the city of Malmö. It's spelled with an O, but it's pronounced Malmö. And they said that if the Swedish population maintains its negative and the Muslim population maintains, Muslims have, mashallah, the average of 5, 6, 7 kids, right? The average, mashallah, it's for secret weapon, I say. That the prediction is, this is the halal secret weapon, guys, huh? So nobody take the video and miss it. Halal secret weapon. It's not our fault we have more kids, guys. You want to do whatever you want to do. It's all halal, alhamdulillah. So if the projection continues, I was told by one of the local councillors there that within 1 generation, it is very likely that this city will almost be half Muslim. Because this city is just not there. The locals are not reproducing. It's not our fault. I mean, it's not, I don't know why they're getting irritated at us. It's not our fault we're having kids, right? So it's not even, so the point is, what's going to happen to the majority? Now, finish off on this negative note. The Swedish Quran burning. You're hearing this happening, right? I passed by the place where the guy did it. And he did it in a district of Malmö that is 90% Muslim.
So I won't talk much on that last video, because I think it's self-explanatory. So it just shows how fast countries can go from 0 to 0 in a very short interval, just because of wrong policies, which I don't know if it was premeditated or one which was done out of ignorance. But the main thing is that it's effective in a negative way. It's affecting these societies, and we can see them play out everywhere. Now, that is in Sweden. How about Britain? Recent statistics shows this.
Are Muslims taking over the UK? Did you know there are over 3,000 mosques in England right now? All UK schools are legally required to teach Islam, even Catholic schools. And the #1 most common baby name in the UK is Muhammad right now. Plus, the number of Muslim reverts in the UK is growing, while Christianity is declining. The Mayor of London is a Muslim. Plus, the Mayor of Oxford, Luton, Rockdale, Oldham, Brighton, and Hove are all Muslims. Even the Secretary of State of Justice and the Lord Chancellor is a Muslim woman. Prince Harry's own personal lawyer is a hijabi Muslim woman. Even the King of England is allegedly a Muslim because he was hosting iftar dinners at his own home during Ramadan. Is the UK a Muslim country now? What do you guys think?
And now this is not me saying it. And the king is supposed to be the leader and protector of the Christian faith and the Church of Britain. But I don't know what you call that. And teaching Islam in Christian school, predominantly Christian schools, even in Catholic schools, what do you call that? Is it how it should be? Do they teach Christianity in Islamic schools? I don't know. You can help me out on the comment section. I don't know if they teach Christianity in Islamic school. Do you get? And what's worrisome is that you don't see this playing out in predominantly Islamic countries. You don't see this playing out. And what's interesting is how this play out even in churches, how it's like these guys are subduing, like they are subduing you in your communities. A country that brought you in and you're subduing them and you're rubbing it on their face, trying to let them know they can't do anything. So there's this video I'd like you to watch.
Excusez-moi mon père, je ne trouve pas de mosquée. Est-ce que ça va vous déranger si je prie juste là? Vu que c'est un lieu ça. Merci beaucoup mon père. Allahu Akbar. Merci mon père.
So in this video, you could see a Muslim proudly walking into a church where service is going on, mass is going on, and he laid down his mat and was praying. This is someone poking his hands in your eye and telling you cannot do anything. Like I can't imagine this happening in a mosque. I don't think it will never happen in a mosque. Have you heard of what happens to people who burn the Quran? You don't dare it, even in a Muslim populated area. Talk more of let's say a Christian who comes into a mosque while the Muslims are having their prayers, and you just walk into a mosque and starts praying. And I don't see that happening. So it's what I don't know the word for it. I don't know the exact word for it, but I think it's someone just poking his hands on your eye and you can't do anything. It's rubbing it on your face. So I don't know. So in this other video, you could see the Church of Wales burning down. It's literally burning down. And what's the response of the British Prime Minister in all this? Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for the incredible contribution of British Muslims to the United Kingdom, something we're really proud of across the whole of our society. In every community in Britain, you see Muslims making a difference, helping to deliver every single one of the government's missions. In business, helping to grow our economy. In education, giving our young people the opportunities that they deserve. In our NHS, of course. In charity work, British Muslims are amongst the most generous group in the United Kingdom and beyond. So I must say thank you to you for all of that, and particularly what I know has been a very difficult time for Muslims here in the United Kingdom.
So as you can see, guys, it all runs down to votes at the end of the day. Most of these politicians don't really care about you. They don't care about their society. It's just about them being in public office. So they just want to maintain their positions in public offices. They don't care about their communities. They don't care about the economy, how the average Britain or how the average people in the society are surviving, are navigating life. It's just about them maintaining their position. So this is them trying to play to the gallery to please their constituents or to the voters, so that they can get their votes at the end of the day. So tell me what you think on the comment section, and please, if you've not subscribed, please do well to subscribe to my channel and like my videos also. Please subscribe, click on the subscription button. Thank you very much, and see you on the next video.